But it's quite a bit of. Let's do a few sweeps. There's a few aphids on this corner. And this we'll do a few sweeps and see how we go. What are we supposed to do? Oh yeah, that works actually. Most of only getting my net is 3 out of 10 sweeps, which is well and truly under the threshold. Having said that, there's a bit of damage out here. I don't know. I reckon if I had my own SP sprayer, I'd be spraying it anyway. Just bugger that. But well, we don't. So there's that too. Stuff's as green as grass now, isn't it? It's unreal. Be the greenest canola crop around anywhere here. It's starting to turn a little bit, but my word, there's some aphids on it. Yeah. So, yeah, hard to imagine. Oh, it was a year ago yesterday we started reaping canola. This stuff's nowhere near it. Unbelievable. Maybe it'd been different if I had diamond, but this stuff hanging on, or at least getting advantage of some late water. So at least there's that. Alrighty, where are we now? We are...
Why is it so dry?
Well, because it's dried out now. So we're going to rake it and try and... So we're out in the paddock to better finally rake this hay track before the season overtakes us. Anyway, we're going to get it going and do that. We'll kick it along. Hay time. The heaviest hay track you've ever seen, that's with Angshaw. And I have my helpers here too. Now for the back cut. Look at that, isn't that pretty? Not much of a windrow for 3 widths. However, the other way, not too bad. Something here though, even where it's poor, there'll be something here. Pretty decent windrow here. Stop for a photo op. Yeah, so as you can see, a reasonable windrow. I mean, it's nothing amazing, but definitely more than nothing. That makes sense. There's something there. It's worth bailing up. Pretty miserable in places right along the fence where the tree lines are, but we might get 10 rolls or whatever we wanted. Well, isn't that just a bit pretty? Well, that's a wrap. That's another year of hay raking over, I hope, unless we get an unforeseen downpour of rain. I think that'll be about it. Yeah, look at those. Some aero. Huh. Well, just a little bit of musical machinery. Get to the baler. Yeah, I'll probably hook the spray on the old 6700, just pull her out the shed, yeah, onto the baler. See if we can get this done either tonight or tomorrow morning. before we go out. It's a happening, or something I hope will happen anyway. Alright. I'll actually watch where I'm going. It's a little bit tighter than you'd think. Oh, that's like a blast from the past, isn't it? We used to spray with that tractor, the old 6700. Back in the day, till I got retired about 10 years ago from the job. I did do, I reckon it was first grass spray on the beans in 2015 was its last spray. But last time it actually worked in the field in that configuration. It actually went okay. Supposedly too big for that tractor, but it worked alright. Anyway, I'm going to free it up, get it out of the way and get the baler out. I think as I mentioned earlier. Now we found you. That's how to route the string. Very good. Well, we have the old mismatched colours there. Bloody long while since we've had hot pink, hot sexy pink, although it's a nice blue string too, but yeah, round baling twine, round baler twine, roll twine, getting harder and harder to get. Everyone used a net wrap. This machine doesn't have net wrap. Did see one on Marketplace not long ago, makes a bloke wonder, but for what I do, don't really need it anyway. String is more than adequate. Alright, try and drain the oil as well. Hit our next 5,000 kilometre mark, so we'll just sit and drain. I'll let it cool down, I just have to give it a quick run again. But we'll get there. Nice. Well, we just swap our hydraulics around. Had them wrong, but I think we've got it right now. Let's see. Actually, let's also see if this is going to work. All locked. That seems to be alright. Nice. Now, let's just see. Roll out of the way. Let's see whether this runs. Run. Well, it seems alright. Sounds alright. I think. Yeah, I think it's okay. Alright, let's see if we can do some baling or not. Certainly on the dry side, probably too dry. We're going to start, probably not. Well, it doesn't look like it's going to be any good tonight. Too dry altogether, just chaffing it up, not feeding. Well, I guess we'll come out in the morning and see if it'll be a bit better then, I guess. That's all we can do. We'll just let out what we've done, or what, there's nothing actually, because I didn't, wrong one. Nah, it's just char. We'll just let out whatever's there, which is not much. And I think we'll just go home. Well, quick spot of air power. Clean this up, hopefully we'll try again. Being quite dewy, would have been better going out about 4 in the morning, but couldn't really leave the children at home, so there's that. Anyway, well, let's see, let's try this again. A bit later than, like I said, a bit later than we would have ideally been, but you know, children, school, probably not the best idea to leave them alone at night on their own. So my wife's in town, so yeah. Anyway, we'll see how we go. Give it a go. What do you know? Well, good news, it's going to bail. Just there's a bit of dampness here. It's quite dewy, so that is good. I just got to get these strings in order. That's the next thing. But yeah, no, there's quite a bit of a lot of dampness on top. That's helping enormously with this. This probably the lightest windrow sort of here. Struggles to pick that up, but at least we're going to get it done. That's always a nice feeling. What's not so nice is this string here. Oh boy, what's going on here? Anyway, anyway, whatever, we'll sort it out. So all the fun of rethreading this string, that's something I didn't fancy having to do in the night. I knew it was going to be a bit of an issue on this one. Anyway, we will get that through, I hope, and see if we're going to get it behind that little plate, spring plate there, tension plate, whatever you call it, out here. Alright, let's try this again. Here we are. Nope. Broken again. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that's bloody annoying. When it pulled that, when it caught the other end of it last time, for whatever reason, it properly tangled this up. So we'll just hook on to this one, and I think it should be okay. Bit of a nuisance. So we got some string. Well, should work now. Probably don't need to do this one again. It's had 2 runs of single, so that should be okay. We'll see how we go on the next one. Alright, we seem to be going now. Just took a bit of not sharpening it up quite so bad. It's definitely dry enough. We'll just go along carefully, see how we. There's a reasonable windrow right here. Or when I say reasonable, nothing like we had 3 years ago in the bar there even. Yeah. But it is, you know, we're lucky we've got something at all. God, we're getting a bit. Anyway, I need to concentrate. Well, looks okay. It's high and it's in a roll, so that's kind of good. Going okay so far with our little baling project. Shies, and that's a slight bit of oil leak there again. We had one years ago. Just occasionally you'd smell a whiff of just something burning, and it turned out it was a small leak, just a drip every now and then on the turbo. That's not good. Anyway, we'll see if we can get this job done. We'll have a look. I don't think it's not pouring away, but it was on the top of the steering block, and it's a weird O-ring. It's a specialty one. You can't do anything particularly about. It must be a failing in them. It's an absolutely horrid setup. Something I hope they've improved now. Otherwise, we might look for something else. Well, that's it. We actually got it done. We'll go and check this oil leak when we get home. I'm wary of doing too much, as I remember last time you touch it, goes from being a very minor oil leak to being a major one, where you can't drive the tractor. So one of those best left. But this one, I think I know what it is. Anyway, no, actually, how many did we have? 15. So that's 16 with that one, because we didn't count. So 16 plus about a half, 16 and a half, 16 and a third, something like that. Very good, actually. A bit better than I even thought. I thought we might get 12 to 15, so I was around the mark anyway. Nice, another nice little job out of the way. Oh, I've emptied that out. Just give it a quick blow down. Probably ready to put away. Just like that. So quick, isn't it, young fella? Well, first things, locked. Oh, this coming down. Look at that. That's something. Right. So it's pretty much done. Looks good to me. Take a little bit of stuff out. If there's anything anywhere, it's all good. Right, so yeah, no. What I suspected, starting to leak on that valve block again. That is not an easy job to fix that seal.
Leaking.
Yeah, we learnt our lesson about, what was it, 6 years ago? I tried to finagle it or whatever, and yeah, it just, yeah, it suddenly, you couldn't stop it leaking. Made it a lot worse. It's just a slow drip. You can see it just, the turbo is sort of protected, but it just drips on that hot part, drips a bit there. That's not such an issue, but occasional drip there. That's what you occasionally might smell, just a hint, which isn't good by any stretch, but yeah, that's what's happening. So I think if we can get our bit of spraying that we need to get done, we might look at getting that fixed before it gets any worse, because I know what'll happen, because it's undrivable once if they're not in order. Yeah, in respect the hay rolling, it's amazing what a little bit of moisture, just a bit of dew, toughen it up. It actually went not too bad at all. Even the pretty miserable parts of the hay track. Just yeah, when I tried it the other night, it was just literally going to chaff it up. I think end up with more the other side of the belt than in the roll, and that's how you start fires. So, no, good to get another job ticked off. That's the way. Well, that's another oil change in the bag. Just got to start it, run it. Oil lights still on, off now. But settle and double check, and that's it. 155,000. The old Nissan. Look at those. And just like that, the aerial spraying is finished. Plane to plane. Oh, well, it's on the ground now. I think that's all for the summer of chemical spraying. Hopefully they're not too busy fighting too many fires this year too. Alrighty, we've got to play a bit of musical machinery if this head will start. Yeah, water came in here quite solidly the other week, more so than I realised. Anyway, yeah, so we'll get this out, because we'll put the baler back in here for now, because it'll be in the road if we do it the other way around. So yeah, we'll see how we go, and we can start preparing. Won't that be a joy? Well, it will be, actually. It'll be good. Well, it started but it started, so that's a good start, isn't it, Cord? Musical machinery continues. I'll put ripper on that, spray on the other tractor, header in the shed, baler over there, all of the fun. Just a quick switch of the that pin out, that pin. Do need two hands, but it's actually very straightforward. Pull it out, turn it up the other way, away we go. Right, wide spray. Nice. Alrighty. Well, Claude, let's go and spray this. Let's go and have some desiccation stations. Desiccate these lentils. That'd be great, wouldn't it? Right, we're out doing it. So, I mean, aside, this is probably one of the greener patches. There is a bit of a green spot over the hill, but most of it is almost ripe as it is. So, we'll just even it up. Knock out a bit of late ryegrass. There's not a lot of it, but there's milk thistles that'll set them off, which will be good. I'm a little bit concerned we'll have to be cleaning this stuff. There's quite a bit of clover in patches and marshmallows, which I thought I had them licked, and they've come back, so that's not so good. But no, anyway, we'll get this done, and I guess we'll be out here reaping these things in a week or so. So it sort of puts the timer on when harvest will start. Isn't that right, old helper? Desiccation stations. The thing is too, while there is the little pockets of green, it's getting it done in a fashion that we don't wait for a tiny hatful to ripen and end up getting the wind and losing half the lot, half of everything. So it's a balancing act, that's for dang sure. Well, that's the end of desiccating the lentils. Oh, there'll be some there. There's clover there too. That'll be fun. I think there's a cleaning sag. That would be probably preferable. I know they definitely pull your pants down and bend you right over, but taking clover burr out of lentils doesn't sound like a very appealing job. It's not as simple as taking like small seed out, so I think, yeah, at least I think there's going to be somewhere to send them, so that's good. They might be totally fine too, you never know. Guess all that remains, do I take a chance and sell a few now? Because the price is sort of heading down. We don't want to overcommit, but we also, if it's down about $100 next week once everyone gets into it, that would be kind of disappointing too, and very, very likely. Right, so now I'm going to see if we can try and rip a trench across to over there for our electrical cable. This could be interesting. Alrighty. Are we going to end up topping this or not? Bugger if I know. It sort of seems to be going off. I mean, there's a couple of green spots, a little bit of. Sort of the feeling I don't. Some of this is actually getting pretty close anyway. I don't reckon Roundup's going to give it another week. I reckon it'll be just about there on its own. So, I don't know. I'm just sort of wondering whether it's going to be worth the effort of knocking stuff down. See, those grubs did do some damage. See where they eat the bloody, I mean, didn't eat all the canola out of it, but they certainly did some damage. Probably should have been sprayed a lot earlier, but that's what it be, what it be, I guess. Well, we'll have something. We'll have something, so there's that. Well, here we go. Oil draining time, so it's happening. You know, inching closer to that destination with harvest 2024-25. They come around pretty quick, don't they? Well, we're doing these up. We've got another one of these to weld up, those spots. Yeah, they don't, that's a bit disturbing. We had one go a couple of years ago, which we actually found in the paddock. It was amazing. This one though, bloody hell. Yeah, just she just didn't quite catch. Well, add that to the list of little jobs to do. Better now than later, that's for dang sure. Right, so this one, I was erroneously thinking maybe I could just undo it here, but you can't. I've got to actually undo that other one I had to patch up a couple of years ago. 2 years ago? 3 years ago. Wow, time flies. Flies? Flies. Time does indeed fly. Yeah, so that's what we got to do. We better do it now because it is, as I discovered, is actually useful. It does something. So I better do that, I guess. Yeah. Keep chipping away at it. Righty, off with the filters. There we are, big mother. And a new one here. Oil, all the things required. Well, I suppose we get some of this bean desiccating a go, eh? What say you? Sure, why not? Alrighty, well, it's odd sort of greener patches. Most of it's getting nearly there. But anyway, we'll I don't think we'll get this tank full out tonight, but we'll get something done, so that'll be nice. Just chip away, chip away. Right, hell, not even supposed to be windy. Coming from the bloody east. Northeast, that's weird. This is damaging. I mean, we've had a slight shower this afternoon, might help, but it's not good at all. We've got instrumentation this time. I wonder if we've got any actual power. Let's see if we can start this thing up. No. It would appear that is not going to be the case. Right, let's try it one more time. Yeah, okay, I know. No. Not quite enough. No. So take the battery out and charge it, I guess, is the next thing, and if that's no good, new battery. I mean, it is 11 years old, so I guess don't think it'll last so long. Alrighty, so we have our belt. We've got other ones off. That's a fun job, releasing that spring in that nice convenient spot it's in, which is why it's an off-season job, or I mean, it should have been done, but it's getting done now, so better late than never. Anyway, I might need 2 hands, and we'll get this on before I have to go away yet again. Nice. Righty, they're all back where they belong. That's good. I'll have to tighten that up when we come back home. The intensity manifests, eh? Oh, well, we'll get there, I hope. Oh, what an artistic sight that is. Anyway, thought I was taking a photo, but anyway, that's the top of the feed house. We've got that adjusted, I think. 3rd slat touching, whatever. Looks good. It's very good. Might have to look at those wood blocks another year, but I think they'll do this one alright, I hope. We're getting there. Yeah, I think that's about supposed to be able to just move it across the sprocket. That was the old benchmark, which we can do. That should be tight enough. You definitely don't want to overdo it either. Put the guards back on, and this header's just about ready. Put fuel in, and I've got to weld that other latch that came off. That's got to be done too, and that's about it. Ready to roll. I might have some greasing to do up top too. Sandblasting job. Now take the toolbox and get this firefighting unit on. Ready to fight those lentil fires. Bloody hell, I hope not. Touch wood, all of that. But anyway, we definitely need a firefighting unit on a vehicle when you're reaping lentils. That's for dang sure. Probably should have been cleaned a bit earlier. But anyway, better late than never. See if we can see just enough to get this out. There haven't got any lights on this tractor, so that's not so good, but anyway, we'll see how we go. Or not, as it would happen. Who knows, maybe we won't be starting today. That's suddenly moist. Well, that's that patched up. All in a line now. Nice.